Hey all you little chibis out there, Kiwi here. Today I'm going to be reviewing a game called I'm Scared, a Pixelated Nightmare, or commonly just referred to as I'm Scared. Now, this game, this guy recommended that I play it. When I first looked at pictures, I was like, this looks kind of dumb. Literally the graphics are the worst thing you'll ever see. It's right to be called a pixelated nightmare. It's very pixely, very boxy, I feel like I'm playing Doom. Honestly, it's a bit silly, but it's really good. Like, I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's kind of weird. There are parts that are a little bit difficult to figure out, I will admit, but overall it's really not that bad. I actually really liked it, and then there's some parts that like kind of jump out at you, some parts that freak you out. There's this one part, I'm going to tell you really bad, but I don't want to spoil it. Fuck it. If you don't want to hear the spoilers, skip forward, I will say 20 seconds, starting now. Okay, so basically what happens is he follows you even once you've exited out of the game. Like he'll pop up on, like it'll open a browser and it'll have this guy's, his name is Whiteface, he'll pop up and he'll scare the crap out of you. And it's like, oh my god, it's scary, and I'm running up 20 seconds right about now. Okay, anyway. So continuing. It's really, I don't know, I liked it. There are certain parts that I mentioned just now in the spoiler that kind of really surprised me and freaked me out a bit. The only thing I don't like, though, is since it saves new files as you're playing along and changes, you can't really start over unless you just re-download the whole file. Or what I suggest you do is, if you play it, in case you ever want to play it again, I suggest you download the file. It's free. And then I would copy it and then paste a second file next to it and then play the copied file. That way you have an original that you can revert back to if you ever want to play it again. Because you can't really replay it once you start it because it saves new files into it and stuff. And it changes the game. Like there's this little mini game in it. There's like tag. There's this, like you start off in a room. You look for a key and all that stuff. Basically you're trying to find a way out. And there's, like I said, there's tag. There's this weird part where there's a whole bunch of doors. You're walking around trying to figure out, opening all these doors, trying to figure out a way out. Yawn. And I don't know, you hear all these weird noises. I suggest, again, play this game with headphones. It is basically rule of horror games. Play in the dark with headphones. That's what I suggest. Funny story is I actually played this game while doing laundry downstairs. So since I live in a dorm, there were a whole bunch of other people in the room. So whenever I'd jump or like freak out or anything, there would be a bunch of people around me and they'd look at me really weird and just start laughing at me. Or by the time I finished the game, though, there was a whole bunch of people just around me and they're like no, don't do that, do that, and all this stuff. It was really cool. It was fun. But yeah, it's a short game too. It's really easy to just get through real fast. It's a good game to play if you have free time on your hands. Also, like, the little parts are fairly short too, especially if you figure out what to do and stuff. The only thing that really takes a while is sometimes it's hard to find certain things or figure. Like, there's this one part. There's a key kind of hidden behind this bookshelf, but it's too far to reach. And so you have to find this one thing to, like, kind of reach it. Like, there's a sort of, I can't remember what it was, but it's like under some table or something. You get it, and then after you get it, then you can reach the keys. Like, that took me quite a while. Like, there's just a couple little things that are a bit difficult to figure out, but honestly, it wasn't too bad. But yeah, so it's a really good game to play if you just have a few spare minutes here and there. So, like, in between classes or something. Actually, I suggest you don't do that, because if you're sitting in the hallway, like, oh my god, or whatever, then people might look at you kind of weird. Kind of like me doing it while playing laundry. So again, thing about scary games, I suggest you play it at night by yourself or with a friend, whichever. Either really, really loud volume or have headphones in with loud volume. Because it seems, I don't know, it kind of gets you into the game more too. And I also suggest playing in one sitting. You can play in several different sittings or whatever, but if you play it just all at once, it's easier to get into the game more, especially since it is really bad graphics. But yeah, I don't know, I liked it a lot actually. I thought I wasn't going to. I thought it looked dumb initially. Can't talk. Initially. But it was pretty good. So, out of 10, 10 being the best, I give I'm Scared. I'll say about a 7. It was pretty good. I liked it. Yeah, 7. Alright, so again, I suggest you guys go play it. It's free. It's good. It's fun. And I will see you later.